From a distance, an aircraft carrier appears organized. Jets are lined up, crew members are in position. Everything seems controlled, but that's only because you can't hear it. You can't feel the deck vibrating under full engine power or see how tightly packed every movement truly is. The flight deck isn't just a runway at sea, it's one of the most coordinated and demanding work environments in the world. By the end of this, you'll understand how something that looks chaotic from the outside operates with precision and why it has to. Here, on Fleet Life. Looking down, it looks basic. There are painted lines for taxi paths, landing zones, safety boundaries, and catapult tracks. But once operations start, that simplicity disappears. Aircraft are constantly moved, fueled, inspected, armed, and positioned. Open space is minimal. Every section of the deck is used carefully. Crew members rush around them. Engines fire while others shut down. But it isn't chaos. It is organized movement. Everyone on the deck knows exactly where they need to be and what they must do. One clear example of that organization is the color-coded jersey system. Yellow shirts direct aircraft movement using hand signals to guide pilots into position. Green shirts handle catapults and certain maintenance roles. Purple shirts manage fuel. Red shirts oversee ordnance and weapons. Blue shirts move equipment and assist with aircraft handling. Brown shirts are usually assigned to a specific aircraft and know its condition better than anyone else on the deck. These colors serve a practical purpose rather than tradition. They enable quick identification in an environment where verbal communication is not possible. Jet engines are loud enough to hinder normal conversation. Even with hearing protection, the noise is overwhelming. Most communication occurs through hand signals, eye contact, and memorized procedures. If you enjoyed this video so far, please consider subscribing as I make these videos for your benefit and would appreciate your support. Launching an aircraft from the flight deck involves precise steps. On land, a jet might have thousands of feet of runway to pick up speed. At sea, that room is non-existent. Instead, the carrier employs a catapult system to propel the aircraft to flight speed in just a few seconds. First, a yellow shirt director guides the aircraft into position. The pilot carefully follows hand signals, inching forward until the nose gear aligns with the catapult shuttle. Once positioned, the aircraft is secured to the launch system. Final checks are performed quickly but methodically. Control surfaces move. The pilot revs the engines to military power. Crew members conduct one last visual inspection of the aircraft. When everything is ready, the shooter signals, the catapult fires, and in moments, the jet accelerates from a complete stop to over 170 miles per hour. The force pushes the aircraft down the track and off the bow of the ship. For the pilot, it is a sudden and aggressive takeoff. For the deck crew, it is just another launch in a series that may last hours. During high-tempo operations, launches happen in quick succession and up to an aircraft launched every 15 seconds. Efficiency is crucial because the aim is to get multiple aircraft airborne within a limited time frame. Landing is just as demanding and often even more challenging. Instead of slowing down gradually over a long runway, pilots approach the carrier at high speed and aim for a very precise landing spot. The landing area is slightly angled off to the side of the ship. This design allows a pilot to apply full power and take off again immediately if they miss the arresting wires. As the aircraft touches down, a tailhook on the rear of the jet catches one of several heavy steel cables stretched across the deck. The cable absorbs the aircraft's momentum, bringing it to a stop in just a few hundred feet. The deceleration is sudden and forceful. If the hook fails to catch a wire, the pilot executes a bolter like this and immediately prepares for another attempt. Once an aircraft comes to a stop, the crew quickly disconnects the hook, folds the wings if needed, and directs the jet out of the landing area so the next aircraft can land. The environment itself creates constant pressure. In hot climates, the deck can become extremely warm under direct sunlight. Jet exhaust generates intense heat. In colder regions, the wind across the open deck can be biting. The ship's movement adds another challenge. Even in relatively calm seas, there is always some motion. Hazards are everywhere. Propellers, rotors, and large volumes of fuel are all present in close quarters. Safety procedures are strict because they must be. Even a small mistake can have serious consequences. Despite these risks, the system operates smoothly due to repetition and training. Sailors assigned to the flight deck spend months preparing before deployment. They drill procedures repeatedly and learn to anticipate movements. Over time, their actions become automatic. That repetition reduces hesitation and builds trust among crew members. What makes the flight deck unique is not just the machinery or the aircraft, it's the blend of engineering and human coordination in a confined space. Hundreds of people work together without unnecessary chatter, relying on training and clearly defined roles. Up close, it is a demanding workplace where every launch and landing relies on dozens of people doing their jobs correctly at the same time. The aircraft carrier symbolizes naval power, but the flight deck gives it purpose. Without that strip of reinforced steel and the people who operate on it, the ship is just a vessel at sea. With it, the carrier becomes a mobile airbase, capable of projecting air power anywhere in the world. And day after day, whether under bright sun or in the middle of the night, the work continues. Jets race down the catapult, arresting wires snap tight. Directors signal with steady hands, engines roar, then fade into the distance. It's not dramatic for show, it's deliberate, it's repetitive, and it works because everyone on that deck understands their role.